This is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for the monthly tarot reading for the sign of Aries, and this will be for the month of September. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, God, and angels, please relay the message to me I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Okay, we start with the Nine of Wands. And for the middle of the month, I'll take one from the center. And for the end of the month, I'll take one from the back. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, we have a reversed card, Justice, and a reversed card, the Third of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Okay, Aries, let's see what we have to start out with the beginning of September. We're looking at the wands, okay? And we see here a woman staring very sadly at this wand. And of course, there are a total of 9 wands. She's sitting there looking at it, standing there, looking at it quite intensely. Okay, and what I get from Spirit when I look at this Nine of Wands card, the first thing that comes to my mind is the feeling of being tired and exhausted. She has the look of despair as she's looking down at the wand. Her hair is kind of straggly. Her dress is kind of just, the whole feel of her is that of exhaustion. Okay, and that, you know, you're wondering in the beginning of the month if you could possibly even go on with whatever the problem is in your life right now. I mean, you've done everything you can do. Okay, but this card is encouraging us at the beginning of September to keep going. You know, you're almost at completion. You're almost at the finish line. You do not want to stop right now. Okay, you do have the strength. Aries is a very positive, fiery, confident, ambitious sign. If anyone has an ounce of strength left in them, it would be an Aries as far as I'm concerned. So what you need to do is to stay focused and stay determined, okay? And make that final push with whatever it is you need to do in the beginning of September. Okay, whatever you're setting out to achieve or accomplish, it's within your grasp, Aries. So remember this. The beginning of September starts out exhausted, but you are almost there. Muster up the strength and continue to pull through. And then the next card here is the Justice card, but the Justice card is upside down. Okay, let me show you what it looks like right side up. Okay, it's a beautiful woman. She's holding a sword, has a beautiful purple robe. Okay, she has a very serious look on her face. The Justice card to me, normally what I first get is, of course, it's a reversed card. I mean, there's no doubt about that a reversed card here in the middle of the month is going to signify something different than if it was upright. Of course, upright would mean there is going to be some type of justice. With it reversed, it takes on, of course, a different meaning. What I get from this card when I look at it from Spirit is you're not, how could I say, you're not experiencing what you expected at this point in the middle of the month. It's not as bright and cheerful. It doesn't seem to be going exactly as you've planned. Okay, and this is because of some type of decision that you made in the past. Okay, and it's basically a very unjust decision that you made in the past, or you're thinking about making a decision that's unjust. Okay, or you're running on emotions rather than, you know, being logical and realistic. Okay, and it could also point to something not being settled in your favor, like a legal situation. If the card was upright, then yes, justice would be served. But in the middle of the month, it seems to me that maybe something is coming back to haunt you. Maybe some unjust decision that you made has put you in the place that you're in right now. And at this point in the middle of the month, something just isn't right. Something is not being decided in your favor, and it's because of some unjust decision from your past that's creeping up, or you have a thought crossing your mind right now where you're making some type of an unjust decision based on your emotions and not your logical thinking. And sorry about the camera here. Let me try to steady that a little better. Okay, and then this card here, the last one. Okay, the last one here is the Three of Pentacles. And if this would be upright, okay, it's a beautiful woman. She's painting, it looks like a mural. There's like an archway here. And of course you have the pentacles up here. And she's painting a mural. And there's people looking on. It looks like they're artists. It looks like she might even have like some type of a painting thing down here. There's colors coming out. And she has paint on her pants, paint on her shirt. She's getting down to business. Okay? Again, I'm sorry about this camera. Let me try to stabilize it a little more. This woman is getting down to business. She's working. Okay? She's not sitting back. She's not letting things, fall into her lap. She's rolling up her sleeves, okay, and she's putting in the work. That's what it is, plain and simple. I mean, pentacles are a sign of things that you work hard for, okay? However, since this card had come up reversed, okay, the meaning, of course, is going to be quite different than if it was upright. And this suggests that things are not going according to plan. Okay, and I have a feeling that maybe you've taken on too much work, be it mental work or physical work. Things are not going as you've planned. Things are not turning out the way you expected. Okay, and I'm thinking that maybe it's happening this way because, you just haven't applied yourself and your abilities as good as you could have. And it all leads back to the middle of the month where there was some type of an unjust decision that was made in the past or something unjust that you were doing right now about a situation, but something just wasn't thought out carefully. It was on emotion. Maybe you flew off the handle. You were frustrated here because you were exhausted. And like we said in the beginning of the month, hold tight. You're almost near the finish line. If anybody could muster up enough strength and courage to go forward, it's Aries. In the middle of the month, though, we see that, you're going about doing what you want to do and not looking at it in a logical way. Okay? And now at the end of the month, things are not materializing like you had expected because of you possibly running on emotions, maybe losing your cool. Okay? So at the end of the month, you've taken on too much and, you just can't handle everything as well as you should be. So I think we need to re-examine how we're making decisions in our life this month, especially in September with these cards coming up the way they did. Be sure that you could achieve whatever you want in this world, Aries. I know you could. You're a fiery sign, but it seems like you're running on emotions. You're tired in the beginning of the month. You're running on emotions, and it's probably because you're being emotional in the middle of the month because you're not rested. You're not rejuvenated, and we make poor decisions when we're not fully rested and we're not thinking clearly. And at the end of the month, it's showing. It's not turning around in your favor as you expected it to be. Like I said, this could be a small project. This could be something, legal that's on your mind. It could be problems with a friend, family member, spouse, maybe your job. Only you know exactly what it is in your life that you got to start thinking clearly about. You got to start thinking logically about it, and you got to start putting in the hard work, because if you don't, at the end of September, it looks like you're really just going to be spinning your wheels. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back.